Jose, do you want to start? Big man?
Yeah, sure. I
Saw
got
your
you,
text
bro.
message this morning, man.
You know me, bro. I'm a big yapper, so I need to start with the Colts with a big yap. You feel me?
Come on.
I mean, so yesterday we closed a deal, 1K deal, like 250 like dollars weekly dollars.
Yeah.
Low key, I was pretty like surprised because I was thinking like I wasn't gonna even gonna close like this month a deal or something like that.
Hmm.
And but yeah, bro, like we got some of the two at the door. We got another call for like a second call, like to go close with another guy next week. Well, this
Hmm.
week, but it's Friday, Saturday, something like that. And it could also mean that we could also get like another sales in that one because like it seems like this guy he paid the deposit, same stuff, paid the deposit. He's been like checking on me all the time and be like texting me to be like, yeah, what's up, Jose? How you doing? Stuff like that. So like I can see him more serious about it and like less probable to like ghost me after that, you know? But like we'll see what happens. We'll see if he pays and the call.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I'm happy with just like this like with this today like well with this month because I was actually thinking like I wasn't even gonna close anything, but like we I'm glad that I did. And yeah, hopefully like next month January we're gonna close even more from there.
Oh, that's fucking huge. Good job. And why wasn't it a 1K paid in full? Why 250?
I mean, it's just the people, bro. Like, I mean, because the thing is, this client is one. It's not just one client. It's like a company run by like brothers. And another thing is like it seems that they don't have like that so much of a like resources to pay it like PIF, you know?
Yeah.
So like I mean to be honest, I was just trying to make him a favor and just make it seem like I mean it's closable and
Yeah.
it's just basically like at the end of the day it's just 1K, but like it's just gonna be paying weekly. So that is why. And like also the other like because I closed another person, it was a woman last week, and it was just like the lowest amount. Like I'm actually thinking about like just like letting go of that client because like this client is just really annoying because she just paid like a 150 deposit,
Hmm.
and the agreement was that she's gonna pay like the rest of it like by like in 3 weeks from there. So like I mean to be honest, I'm actually thinking about telling her like we're not gonna start until you pay like at least half of it because my team cannot even work with that because like and she's being annoying that she needs a website, she needs everything, and I go like, bro, we don't have any fucking commitment to just work for you like for that
Yeah.
price. So it's just nothing. And I mean, I'm probably just gonna either like tell her that or either just let go the client and just tell like, bro, I mean, if you wish like you can just pay the rest and like we can start working from now. But like, yeah, that's a way to go. Like that I'm thinking about just doing without the client.
Yeah. Or build everything since you're not like super busy with like handling a shit ton of clients
Yeah.
and give her access once she pays in full. Like
Yeah.
show her the work, tell her like, hey, like we made your website, we did this, but we do need commitment on your end. I do have to pay my people. So before we can launch everything and make the website live and launch your ads and blah blah blah, we will
Yeah.
need the rest of the payment. And that's gonna make her she'll be more likely to pay if she sees that you're serious and
Yeah.
working on everything.
Yeah, I probably like I'm gonna tell her that because like even we had some issues with the onboarding, and I was like, you know what? If I get over with the onboarding and all that, should be good to go. But like same BS, these people like she's not a big tech savvy, so like she was having a
Hmm.
hard time. One, like her computer was ass, like she wasn't even able to join the call. Like at the end, she was able to join, but like it was so slow, it was bugging all the time like it wasn't if for some reason like her account was banned for like to run ads or something like that it was like something happened so like I'm actually like considering it just basically telling her that like we need to work in some other stuff and just tell like yeah she needs to pay at least half of it in order for us to like launch everything
Okay.
but yeah
Yeah,
yeah
that's what I would do. If someone paid me a partial, especially like 250, I'm gonna
yeah
tell her like, look, it will take a week or two to prepare everything. So anyways, we have to wait. We cannot launch it today.
yeah
And we'll wait until the payment is fully completed to actually launch the service. But in the meantime, just to get the head start on everything, because we are super busy, we can already start building some of your assets so that when you are ready to start, then we can just launch everything. And again, if you show like it's easier to show them something. Hey, look, I did all of this for you. I just need your payment and it's fucking launched,
Yeah.
versus you need to pay me, then I'm gonna start working on your stuff. Because then she's like, okay, well, what kind of work are you gonna fucking do and everything.
Yeah, what have you done to like, yeah, completely
Exactly.
agree.
But again, this is only because you're starting out. Like if you were at 20K per month and you had multiple clients paying you 1K, 2K per month,
Yeah.
I would have told her to fuck off and say like,
Yeah.
look, I have eight of your guys is paying you 1K per month. I'm not gonna work for you for 150 or 250, whatever she paid you. So it's either you pay in full or we can just say bye bye and
Yeah.
part ways.
100%.
Good, very good, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
So
just make
that is like yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting, but like
no,
that
go
is
ahead.
that with agency, probably gonna like pause my ads right now because like I'm gonna be out of town. I'm be on holiday visiting my family in like Texas. So I'm gonna be able to like take calls, and I realized that also my cosplay went a little bit up because like my cosplay used to be like $7, $8, something like that. Like in 2 days, it went up to like $30, something like that, bro. It was really
Mm,
bad. I was like, oh
okay.
shit. So I might as well just pause it at the moment and like just I still have some leads that I need to call and like I still can call them and like just book them and if, like that means that we get to close more. I'm probably just gonna like do that. And if not, I'm just gonna like wait till like next year and launch the new ads for like the new format of creative that I don't want to do
Hmm.
like pay per job. I want to do it more for like pay on front and then refund. So like it would be more qualified at least I come in and they know that they need to do some type of investment, you know.
Yeah.
But that is about me about like for at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything like in regarding like advice or anything to for
No,
me.
I think it's very good. That client that you close, whenever you guys close on weekly or stuff like that, make sure to have credit card on file and just automatically charge them, auto bill.
Yeah, yeah, it's automatically charging. So like
Okay,
yes.
that's perfect. Last thing you want is to start running after people, and like when it just gets charged automatically, people are less likely to question it and everything. But when you're manually sending them a link every week, then it can get quite heavy. So just make sure it's automatic. That's good. And if I were you, bro, just focus on the SOPs on how to onboard new clients and just make it as smooth as possible. Make it so that someone who barely understands how to touch a computer can be onboarded and start
Yeah.
working with you. Okay.
I mean, yeah, sometimes like because I have this Zoom Pro like thing that I got access to their mouse and everything that is
Hmm.
pretty clutch when it comes to like onboarding people that they don't know shit. And I have used it like twice with like two clients that I onboarded. But like I realized that it depends on like the type of computer and if they're using the app or they're using the website. So
Okay.
like that is also a thing. And but like I mean to be honest, like 3 out of 5 people that I have onboarded have like that, like I had that access. It just depends on the computer they have. Like that's about it.
Okay. Record a few like Loom videos for them. Okay. Like a two-step video or even one video, just sort of going over how the process will look like and
Yes,
how
sir.
to give you access to their Facebook and all this crap. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Perfect.
do that.
Very good, bro. A good job on close. That's huge.
Appreciate it though. Yeah, thank you.
Cool, cool, cool. How about you, Will? How's everything?
Going good, going good. Just getting everything dialed in. Was talking to Alexa yesterday. We have a really good game plan for everything going forward. Um, I have one guy who is pretty much ready to go. I'm still kind of chasing him. Lexi, I didn't send you an update on that because we didn't get the deposit. He's like a full-time accountant. He like I called him, we texted back and forth. He's like caught up doing some of his like accounting stuff right now. I am very confident we can get him closed and onboarded. It's just going to be a matter of when. I want to do it, obviously, sometime this week if possible.
Hmm.
To want to start work on his project, and get him ready for the new year. So that's good. Taking some sales calls and things like that. I had a new one last night, where call was for 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 or 6 o'clock PST. And the guy calls me and he's like, I'm so sorry. I can't show up to the meeting. My wife got a call this morning and somebody is extorting my son. My son is in Ecuador and they have him like kidnapped. And I have to go to the bank and like get money to pay so my son to like release my son and we can bring him to the US because like otherwise they're gonna hurt. Yeah, it was crazy. Like I know Jamie, it was nuts. He's like, so they can't, like I'm so worried about my son and my wife. Like it was, yeah. I was like, all right, I
That's
don't
just
think this
another
should
objection, bro. You should have objection handled it. That's it.
happen. Yeah, I know. Like
That's exactly
so,
who we work with, people in tough situations, which I think this is why it's the perfect time to start.
yeah. So I'm hearing it's a price issue, right? Yeah.
Kidnapping
Um,
aside, how do you feel about the program?
yeah. So put the kidnapping aside. Do you think this could help you out?
Okay, that's I feel like that's semi it's a valid excuse. That's fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Perfect. One thing you boys have to be careful of, obviously it's not that guy probably, but that guy situation, but in general, I've done this before when I started off, especially when you're charging higher ticket. Some people will just lead you on. Yeah, like everything seems really good. Like I like what you do and everything. I think next week I'll be ready to start. I'll have my shit together. And then you book another call for next week. You hop on the call. Yeah, like I just need to speak to this person. But like I looked over it and yeah, it's like really good. Like I'm really excited to start working with you. But I'll have a decision next week for you. And then they just keep fucking doing it. And they drag it, drag it, drag it. Okay. So over time, uh, those types of leads typically they don't convert. They're a pain in the ass, and there has to be some sort of scarcity, like a way for you to add scarcity in your calls. Okay, when you try to close people, and the easiest thing in the local space is just tell them like, look, we have another plumber in the local Montreal area. I spoke with him yesterday. He's really interested. We're supposed to start tomorrow together. I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer your business. I feel like you have more potential to scale, and just overall, I have a better relationship with you or whatever. Like I had better feeling of like I'd rather work with you. So I would need a response rather quickly. Okay, you don't have to pay in full, but if at least you can leave me a depot just to show me that you are interested in working with us, that's going to be more than enough for us to just reserve your spot so that we can start next week, like you mentioned. Okay, so you have to start adding scarcity and stuff like that with people and not letting them book a second call without having some sort of commitment on their end. Okay. Because otherwise, like once you start pushing ad spend and booking more calls, you're just gonna be fucking chasing after people nonstop all day. And next thing you know, you have a day where half of the calls are just follow-ups and none of them will convert. Yeah, very good. Well,
I definitely had some stuff like that. That's going to be a big thing for me. I think in January. Just need to get ahead of that personally.
yeah, just don't let people control the timing. I get it. It's bigger deals. It's harder to one call close, but you can 100% get depots. Hey, just reserve a spot. It's only $100. If for whatever reason you feel like you don't want to scale your business and make more money, reach out to me and I'll refund you the entire thing. We'll part ways. As simple as that. Cool. Very good. Well, perfect. Perfect. How about you, Sarush? You're ready to the moon? I
Yes,
see
sir.
you're fucking printing, huh?
I wish, bro. I'm just losing all my money, bro. I'm kidding. It's not been too bad. December's been a little bit tough. Me and Ruben, Ruben really cooked up he thought of some insane thing. We cooked up another ad account and we did like a three audience split test, I think, on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. Like one of the audiences didn't work. Two of the audiences were bringing in like a decent amount of leads. Today and yesterday, it's gone up a little bit. So cost per leads increased slightly, but like it's just had one lead yesterday, and yeah, it's not been too bad. I had a call in terms of sales calls and everything. I had a call, like a really promising one, this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And when I set this guy in, like he set for the same day appointment. So he came in a couple days ago. I called him and I did such a good job on the like demo call that he was like, oh man, like this is so nice. Like, I feel like he's literally one of those guys that you were just mentioning that literally just leads you on. He was like, oh man, like this is perfect. Like this is gonna be the best like thing ever. Like I'm really excited, and like we got into it and I called him and I was like, so are you ready to join the appointment and everything else? He was like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to move it, bro, like 1 minute after it had started. So we moved it to this Tuesday and it was at 11. But it
Mm-hmm.
seemed promising again because of how qualified he was. I called him this morning and he was like, yeah, bro, like just with the timing and everything, like I was like, hey, like I just wanted to make sure he would show up. So I was like, do you think it's really gonna be worth like both of our time to like even schedule another one for the future? Like if you need to reschedule. And he was like, honestly, like I'll be honest with you, probably not. I was like, bro, So then why was it like such a? And
Hmm.
like, I tried to save it, but honestly, it wasn't gonna be worth it. I just felt it at that point. Like it was, he was. I felt like he was either another marketer or something, or just like a
Yeah.
really dumb business owner.
It, again, if they don't buy on the spot, you pretty much lost the sale for most cases, unless if they left the depot. It's like when you're
Oh no, he didn't even show up to the call. That's the thing. Like
okay, yeah, that's it.
he just
So,
kept asking to reschedule, kept leading me on with like really good appointment setting, and like when you're
mhm,
calling, it seems like gonna be the best deal ever, but like it
yeah.
never shows.
The more time you leave people to think about it, the less likely they are to buy it because they will talk themselves out of it. It's normal for them to be scared. It's not because we're selling them some shitty product and we have to pressure them on the spot. It's just people are like that naturally. They rather not take risks.
Yeah.
And by working with you guys, they are taking a risk because they don't know you. They just fucking clicked an ad. Next thing you know, they're talking to some kid with a space background, trying to close them on the 1K package. It is sketchy, it's normal. So that's why, like, on the spot, you have to get some sort of commitment. And the more time you leave them to think, whether it's booking follow-up calls or allowing them to book fucking 6 days ahead, the less likely they are to close. Okay, so us, I think I said this in last week's group call. We switched our booking like dates to same day bookings or next day bookings. And that really helped with the show rate. It's insane. Our show rate went from like 30% all the way up to like 50% now, which is really good for ads, cold leads. And the closing rate also is higher. Less qualified leads, like Sarush, the 0 to 1Ks, are now buying when it's same day bookings, which is pretty crazy. Um,
Oh, what?
Yeah, so it really helps. So it's this whole concept of like when you're excited about something new, this new opportunity on the spot, you're super excited. If you think about it, you kind of lose interest. So we want to avoid that as much as we can. But yeah, very good, Source.
Yeah, bro. The remainder of I was going to ask you what you would probably think is the best course of action for me, because it's either like I'm gonna pause the ads probably like now,
Hmm.
or keep them going for like another uh, the, probably 23rd or 4th. In terms of like, because they've only like, just recently, I guess, well, December. So I'm just thinking, like, do you think I keep them going, try to set some new appointments, and see if we get any new sales from any new leads within these next couple of days?
He's out. Was he lagging for you boys as well? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How many of you guys are gonna run ads during the like all throughout the holidays? Because I know that was his question basically.
I'm thinking I might. I'm gonna monitor it really, really closely, but I might run
Okay.
all the way through.
Okay. I honestly don't know. Like this is very new to me as well. Last year we were doing cold like outbound, so cold DMs, and even at like it was difficult. It was harder to book people. The show rate wasn't as good, and people weren't buying as much. This year will be the first year where I run ads at a large scale through the holidays. So I will take a hit. Like I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen, and then from this year we'll be able to determine like what we should be doing for next year's when we run ads through the holidays. But Sarush, to answer your question, I don't know if you can hear me now. I would probably stop the ads pretty soon. When you start seeing like people aren't booking as much, or you're getting more of these like excuses where it's like, hey, I'm leaving and everything. For me, like probably this weekend is the cutoff period. That's when I would stop ads if I wanted to stop them. So I will probably reduce my ad spend just because I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. That's it. But for most of you boys, I think stopping the ads like from this weekend all the way up to like Jan 2nd, I would turn it on like Jan 1st, just so the ads can start running and then people will start booking for it later during the month. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best course of action for everyone here.
And Ruben, do you think that's going to be okay if I just pause them?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
awesome.
If you, yeah, just the issue with your account was because it got disabled.
Okay, so
That
on
what
this
we,
new one, I'll make sure it doesn't get disabled. I think it'll be good.
yeah, man. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Awesome, boys. Yeah. So I think I'll go ahead then just pause them probably today, bro, and work on the
Okay.
back end systems. Coming up in January,
Hmm.
I just want the appointment setters to be because they need quite a lot of micromanagement. They just don't do too well. So I want them to become absolutely dialed. And I'm probably just gonna let one of them go because I probably
Okay.
don't need two of those.
Okay.
Uh,
That's perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. Use this time, boys, to work on the boring stuff. Okay. Like you have to be prepared, mentally prepare yourself. I have 8 calls per day. I close 2 of them per day, and I need to be able to just run this machine. I know exactly what to do when someone pays, exactly how long it takes me to onboard them, what the next steps will look like. I have everything documented. I know exactly how it works. Okay, the more you can work on that, the more prepared you'll be mentally, and just it's going to be easier for you to run this. Because the last thing you want, many people did this here, which is normal. You know, it's your first couple of clients. But I know Jose, you did this. Signed their first client, and then because it's their first client, they're overwhelmed and not too sure what the fuck they're doing. They pause ads, and then they focus 100% on this one client. And you don't want to be in a situation like that. Okay, you always want to be running ads, always getting new deals in the door. Cool.
Yeah, that was my fault.
No, it's fine. It happens. Perfect. Very good, Serge. How about you, Jamie? How's everything, bro?
It's going decent, bro. Ads pause at the moment for me simply because of a problem with lead quality. So I pretty much started off my ads again. As you know, had an ad account that got banned. Still needed more tests because a lot of what I'm working with in my niche in terms of flooring, I really want to
Mm-hmm.
work with flooring store owners, not necessarily these contractors that don't have access to the materials. So the ads need more dialing in, but this isn't the time to test to dial them in.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of people through that I was speaking to, a lot of decent show rates, which was nice to know that I have a system that works with show rate even in holidays. Really good metrics in terms of booking rates as well. In fact, for about the first week of ads, I had about a 90% booking rate on leads, which is
Nice.
absolutely ridiculous. Cost per book call was pretty good as well. However, there's only really been one lead out of all of the calls that I spoke to that seems really promising. So I had a follow-up call with him yesterday, and he's got right to the end of the call. He said that he has spent $20,000 on advertising agencies in about 4 months, and he got 5 leads.
Mm-hmm.
Which I also showed Ruben that, and Ruben was like, "I think he's capping, bro, because that is just ridiculous." He's got money to throw about. He's super intricate. He knows, like, he actually has Go High Level. He's setting that up himself. He knows about API keys, webhooks. Like,
Okay.
he's a bit of a geek considering he's like 50. But he runs like the operations side of his business, which is for painting and flooring. He just said no one's ever been able to lock in the flooring service delivery. So for him, I kind of showed him the plan. $33 a day in ad spend. And he basically said to me, I want to be spending $200 a day ASAP. What would your prices look like then? So after this call yesterday, he wanted to have on the contract custom a plan for scalability. So he was like, ideally, I want to be spending $200 a day. 33 is just nothing. And I told him, look,
Mm-hmm.
we'll start at that in terms of just getting you going. And he agreed with that. He wants to kind of see how the system works for the first month to be 1.5K, $33 a day, but he wants to spend $200 a day ASAP. So I had to think of a pricing mechanism for that because he also said he wants to spend 15K a month in advertising ultimately. So
Mm-hmm.
then I had to tell him what the retainer fee would be for that as well. So I had to write that up all custom in the contract for him, sent him over the contract last night, told him as soon as he signs, I'll send over the invoice. And I haven't heard back from him yet. So I've just got my fingers crossed because if he does close, it's going to be an amazing client to work with, especially if we get him good results in the first month. Then he's going to be someone who just wants to pour money into ads.
Good.
So that's really the summary of how December's gone. But ads paused and because of lead quality, and it's not the time to test.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking huge. That's very good, bro. Have you worked with some flooring clients and gotten them results? Yeah.
Yeah. Gotten decent results. Like one guy specifically, really decent results. It's been a bit because all of my service delivery has been in the past month or so. It's not necessarily a proven concept, but we're confident that we can get them good results. I've had a video ad that for a few days had like a $7 cost per lead, which was insanely good.
Nice.
But then that only started doing well about 5 days ago. So we don't really know. if also the market's just dropping off now as well.
Yeah.
But we've kind of got some good plans to see what works, which is perfect for if we have $200 a day in ad spend, then the amount of testing we can do is going to be insane.
Hmm.
So I'm really looking forward
True.
to that if that falls through. But
Yeah.
I'm not pressuring, I'm not hounding him yet. I think I'll send him a follow-up tomorrow because I don't know if he's just seen this and he just wants to check it by his partner or something like this. But I'll give him some space.
Hmm.
But I pray that he does
Yeah.
sign up.
It's very good. Good shit, bro. Yeah. Probably for them too, like their clients, or getting them results with the holidays, it's gonna be hard. So not only is
Yeah,
it hard for you boys to get clients because of the holidays, but for your clients as well, it's gonna be hard. So it's like
yeah,
we have to think about that as well. But yeah, very good. And next time when
yeah.
you speak with someone who's semi-interested like that, always try to book your next call with them on the spot. Always, always. Never leave it up to them when they'll get back to you.
Yeah, no, I did that on the first call. So we arranged the time to speak yesterday. And
Hmm.
then to send over the contract, like I didn't know, I don't want to say to him like, oh yeah, let's book another call so you can sign the contract on the call. It's one of these things he just wanted to read it over. So I did that to start. But just on a different note as well, I actually text one of the clients who's still running ads for. I've already paused ads for a client already. Basically said to them, look, it's been a bit slow. But
Hmm.
also that's what I've been blaming if the ads haven't been doing too well. Look, the ads haven't been doing too well the past week. Typically, this time of the year, we just choose to pause the ads. We think it's reached the slow season. So I'm going to get confirmation from them and then resume the ads on the 4th. So
Yeah,
I'm
very good.
pausing some ads for clients now. Yeah.
Very good. Keep adding scarcity, okay? Even with that $200 per guy per day guy, same thing. We have another client. We spoke with them not too long ago. They're very interested in moving forward. They have a lower budget than yours, so I'd rather work with you because I know I can get you better results. I will send you the contract today. Can we book a second call just to go over the contract together? Take your time, look over it. If ever you have any questions or any modifications to bring to it, on that call, we can just make sure everything is good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's how I would frame a second call for a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice. I'll definitely do that in the future.
good. Very good, bro. Good job. Cool, cool, cool. How about you, broski? Mr. Construction. Huh? Mr. Lifting heavy weights every day. I don't think he recognizes himself. You're muted, bro.
Ooh,
You're
Yeah,
muted.
bro.
Oh yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, bro. I was about to say, bro. I didn't know you would call me like that, bro.
How's it
Bro.
going? How do you say your name? Your first name, bro? Ferdinand? Is that how you say it?
Ferdinand.
Yo, guys, I was so shocked. I was like, who's lifting weights here? I was like, I've been lifting for a long way. I was like, who's here?
I
But
could tell you were
no,
fucking
guys,
confused.
I was confused too. I was like, who's lifting weights? I was like, not time, not me. But no, today I'm off. So I was like glad I had this like time to hop on this call because I was like, at least. But for me, guys, to be honest, I'm just building my like mastering my craft. I had a call with Alexei. We have a game plan
Nice.
and I'm just going over the scripts. Matter of fact, I just hopped off a call with this one guy that I was like we were planning how to do it, and all suddenly he was telling me, "Oh my God, this sounds so great," and all of that. I was like, right, like I'm not. I always told him I'm not selling you something. I'm giving you opportunity to be partners to make more money, and he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "This sounds great, oh Dad. Let me ask my wife." I was like, no, don't do that. I was like, really? Do you want to ask your wife right now? Go ask her right now. And he was like, no, she's not here. She's gonna be here later today. I was like, okay, so you want to plan a call later this day? He was like, no, I need to have a talk with her, but it sounds so good. I was like, okay, let's book a call right now. And he was like, can I get back to you? I was like, are you gonna get back to me? And he was like,
bro.
yes. I was like, okay, cool. So I send him all the stuff, and I'm just waiting if he's gonna call because we had a great conversation, and I saw him being so like, oh my God, this sounds good. And I even offered him, I was like, we don't do this too much, but we can build you your Facebook page because he hasn't have a Facebook page. And I don't want to do this to everyone because a lot of people don't have these like Facebook pages or Instagram pages, but I want to like I always put it in like a service, like just for you
Mm-hmm.
because I want them to make it to feel special, right? And
Yeah.
it was all good. And now I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make his Facebook page, and then we're gonna start. But I told him for like January, I always tell them that we're planning and we have like a plan and all that stuff and make it seem interesting for them. And then I'd be like, okay, we're gonna start first January because holidays, I know how it gets stressful with the family.
Hmm.
I'm trying to show them that I'm a human too. I'm not a robot, so
Yeah.
they don't feel like I'm really building that connection on partnership.
Hmm.
So, but for now, I'm just doing all the stuff. What Alex had told me, I want to book a call with Charlie so we can just
Yep.
practice some of the sales like stuff. But for now, I'm just waiting for the to December to be off because it's bad this December. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm spending money there. I'm spending money here. I want to
Hmm.
do that. I want to do that." And I'm like, of course, we need to be
Yeah.
presents and all that stuff. But remember, after December, January comes New Year, we need the money back. And they'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
it's okay. So far, so good. I'm just, as I'm saying, I'm just waiting for the January to
Okay.
hit and to take off.
Very
That's
good.
it.
Perfect. Yeah, it seems like everyone's in the same situation, okay? All of you guys are running ads, you're getting decent results, booking calls, everyone's giving you the same excuse. It's the holidays, blah, blah, all this bullshit. So there's not much you can do about it. It is what it is. Again, try to use, just as like general sales advice. I used to do this for door knocking and everything. Any bad situation, just flip it and make it so that it's the best situation. So if people say like,
Yeah,
look, it's the holidays, it's not the best time to run ads, you're like, well, actually right now it's the best time to start because it will allow us like a few weeks just to prepare, build the foundation so that when the holidays do end, we can go super hard on everything. And while everyone's preparing during the month of Jan, we're already going to be launching and going super hard and take advantage of the market because everyone's doing the same thing as you are, which is stopping ads and not going after customers. So if we can ride that early wave, we can really get a huge influx of clients on the first of the year. So whatever they say, it's a bad timing. I have too many clients. You're like, it's actually the perfect time if you have too many clients. I'd rather work with people who have too many clients because we can build the foundation, blah, 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 whatever they say. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's very good. But yeah, again, all of this, eventually, this way of thinking, like almost everyone here has mentioned it, where it's like, I have this one guy, he said he's very interested. He might start next week and all of this. You'll reach a point where you have so many calls and so many potential clients that those people don't matter anymore. Like
yeah,
the amount of calls that we take with people saying like, yeah, I really like what you do. Like next week I'll be able to start. I don't care. Like I don't care about next week. It's like you start now
yeah,
or you don't start. And you have so many calls, so many potential people that you just every day you have a few people that are willing to take the jump today, and you start less worrying about following up and all of that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
cool.
understand. Yeah. It's just because, as I say, all these people like, and it's good that some of my like friends that I've been talking because as I am in a construction field, they are
Hmm.
reaching out to me now and they asking for advice, like what should I do? And then I'm always telling them because they're my friends, so I always can reach back to them, and I
Hmm.
don't want them to lose money now because it's December, all that. So I was like,
Sure.
just wait to January 1st. I'm gonna let you
Hmm.
know I got always time. I have a big team with crafting, all that.
Hmm.
And like I can see a lot of potential in January, like a big potential in it.
Very
So
good. Don't be against the idea of working with those people for free or on performance basis, okay? Because having
yeah,
your first client and knowing like what type of results you can bring for people in your niche, that's going to
yeah,
give you a huge advantage in the future when you close people. Because
yeah,
after a while, once you have enough case studies, you switch from having crazy PowerPoints and presentations to here's my Facebook manager. Here's the 6 clients we're working with. As you can see, we made this guy this much money, this. We can do the
yeah,
same shit for you. When do you want to start? As
yeah,
simple as that. What's your budget? 1.5? Okay, 1.5, I can make you about 6K a month. Okay, so you pay me 1.5 and I make you 6 in return. You make 4K in profit, 5K in profit. Okay, it becomes
yeah.
a very logical type of closing. And those are the
I,
easiest to do.
I believe in it like as because I know that in this group you said that you're gonna give us like the cases and showcases and all that. And I know from my perspective, when I was starting some kind of business, when I saw results, I was not even listening to the guy what he was talking about anymore. Because when I
Exactly.
see like on paper, I'll be like, okay, I can see this and this and this and just calculate and this it matters what kind of salesman you are at the end. So,
Hmm. No,
gets to
very
sell
true.
that,
Very
you
true.
know.
We once, me and Alexa, we spied on like this other guy who's doing a done for you for agency owners. Kai Bax, I don't know if you guys know him. And the way his closer was selling, it was legit a Google Doc, and he asked us on numbers: what's your closing rate? What's your show rate? What's this? How much do you charge? How long do your clients typically stay with you? And then it's like, okay, what's your budget? And then we tell him like, okay, it's 10K per month in ads. He's like, okay, so we can get you one appointment for $200. With your budget, we can get you X amount of appointments. You told me you closed 20%. Let's take 10% as like a safety worst case scenario. So 10% of the amount of appointments I bring you, blah, blah, blah. And he just broke down all the numbers one by one. And at the end, he's like, okay, we'll make you this much money. And we charge this, which is like less than half of whatever he was going to make us. Does that sound like a fair deal? You pay us 8K, we make you 60K in exchange. Does that make sense? He's like, yes, you know? And it's very hard to say no on the spot when it's very logic based like that. But again, this will come with experience. Like once you get more case studies, more results, it will be easier to do.
Best sales call I ever took, by the way. Like I took a lot of spy calls with a bunch of other people with closes, etc. That was by far the best. And it was the simplest. No gay ass presentation, no fucking like dumb, like I don't know, like slideshows or PowerPoints, etc. Literally just a Google Doc. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's my plan, guys. So I'm just mastering my craft,
Mm-hmm.
and January 1st, I'm gonna come and destroy it all, you
Yes,
know.
sir. Good
In
job,
a good
bro.
way, of course.
Very good. And you have a huge advantage, bro. Like you're the only one here on this call that is actually in the trenches and you're working in the field. So you understand them very well. You understand the type of jobs they want, the language they speak. You can relate to them.
Yeah,
And you can use
exactly.
your personal experience to close. And I would even push you as like, if you want to make ads in a fucking construction field, like with your fucking hat and everything, I think that would be like really good. So
That's
there's
what
definitely like,
I'm not gonna lie, because I had this like feel like I was thinking, I just was brainstorming, right? But when I get off, like when this starts off, I know it's gonna go well. Like
mhm,
I'm not gonna keep it like take it out the world that it's not gonna go well.
yeah.
I hopefully sooner or later I'm gonna start like doing my ads like with my face and like
Hmm.
my people. I can just easily access so many buildings that look so constructionally, let's say,
Yeah.
and offices, and just take photos real quick there with my little yellow jacket, with my helmet, and all
Yeah.
that, and place the ads better and better. But that's gonna be soon. I have a whole game plan
Hmm.
how I want to do, but I
Very
see,
good,
I
bro.
see.
You see the
Mhm.
vision. That's very good.
I see the vision. I see the vision. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But as I know, these construction people, like the only thing that I like, if I can suggest to you guys, if you don't know, I know these people are very they want it quick. Like if you call them and you be all professional, these guys are mostly outside the guys that don't even speak their own language. They're very quick at it. And I know like the biggest like companies that I saw, they don't they quick. They're like, oh, what you want? Da, 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 da. You need to be quick with them. And my professional, like what I think is to be quick friends. Like
Hmm.
show them, oh, I'm not just a robot. They're just calling you, hey, how are you today, sir? Just be like, "Hey, what's up, man? What you doing? I can help you with this and this," and straight to the point, because these guys are on the phone all day and they
Hmm.
don't want to spend 10 minutes with a phone with a guy who don't know who he is, what he can offer, and then when they see our faces and they be like, "Oh, they young guys," they think, "Oh, I don't know if I can believe this guy." So for me, it was just real quick. Hey, this is my name. This is what I do. I can help you with that. Let's hop on a Zoom call so you can see me. And when they be like, "Oh, I don't have Zoom, I don't have that," I'll be like, "Don't worry, I can help you with that too. Let's make it quick. I know your time is precious. My time is precious too." That's how it be.
Hmm.
And sometimes it work out. Sometimes they be like, "Okay, I'm gonna hit you up," and da, 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 da. But
Hmm.
it's going so far so good. As I said, January 1st, straight to
Okay,
the
bro.
moon, guys.
That's fucking huge. Good job, bro. That's very good.
Thank you, man.
Cool. All right, all right. So yeah, I'm happy with everyone. Let's fucking crush it. Let's just survive December. Quick update on my end. I have a friend here in Montreal from Serge's circle. He's doing pretty well. He's like riding that AI wave and everything. He has like this chatbot AI voice caller that he's like basically implementing in everyone's local business as well as agency. He says that it works extremely well. And he's been doing it for like a few months now. I was spying on like Surge's service delivery, like what he's selling and everything, he's doing exactly, his old build and release for those who are familiar with him. He's doing exactly what you boys are doing. He's just has a touch of AI in it. So the leads, like when he gets leads for his local clients, he follow-ups with them with some AI system and everything. So I don't know how effective what he's doing, like if it's working or if it's not working, but I do have a call with that guy today, and I'm just curious to see what his offer is. Does it actually work? Is he actually using it for his local clients? Is it working extremely well? If it is, then we could maybe form like a partnership and I can give you boys access to it so that when you do sell your packages, you can leverage the fact like, hey, eventually once you raise the ad spend, you'll get a shit ton of leads per day and I cannot have you on the phone all day and I don't want that. You have more important things to do. So we do have like this system that can just automate the entire thing. We'll take care of it. It's part of our package. So if I'm able to give you boys access to it through my friend, I think that's going to be very good. It will be easier for you boys to also sell your offer. So that's something I'll keep you boys updated and let you know after the call what happened with that. Yeah. All right, boys. Let's fucking crush it. Let's have a great week. Let's make a bunch of money. Let's work on the boring stuff this month so that on the first we can fucking crush and make a shit ton of money. Okay?
Yes, sir. Let's do it, boys.
All right,
Crush it.
boys. Peace,
Yes,
everyone.
sir.
Thank you for joining.
Dude, boys.
Take care.
Dude.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Alex, you look small, bro.
Shut the fuck up.